Okay, hello everybody. We are here, ready for today to get into some more Lotro. Before we start, I would like to thank Wolverine518 for following. Yeah, I just came in to put my jacket on, and I saw that you followed, so thanks very much. Because I had my dressing gown on, and I just realized, like, it's just too invasive. A weird thing to be chatting about, but we're gonna get into this today. Hopefully everything runs smoothly once again. Yeah, we're going to be doing some farming of some Mordor stuff because last stream we worked out that's what I needed. So we're going to be going into Tarvelard today and having a little bit of fun with him. So, assuming I remember all my keys, this should take us where we need to go. Tarvelard is here. We are currently in a location that we technically don't want to be in, but that's fine. We can very easily, as a hunter, move around. We are currently in the area just before War of the Three Peaks. So, let's get on to that today. When it loads. Eventually. I get this, like... I have this problem with this game and loading. Wow, there's a lot of people. This is probably the most people I've seen in a very long time. I have this problem when it comes to this game loading where I... by default in my head will not talk. That's very interesting that we can go to those three locations. I get why. It's just weird to me. Right. Before we do anything, Stone of the Tortoise. Most important thing, if I can find out where I put it. It's like such a unique looking item that I always forget where it is, and then I get really panicky that I've lost it. There it is. It doesn't look like a pocket item. That's why I always lose it. Speaking of pocket items, kind of, class items, class slot. I don't have one. We can make one, though. This one gives us morale. I'm going to make one of each, is my plan. I could do it right now if I wanted to. But I want to get crit, because I'm guessing, well, I know that the critted ones are better. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a crit chance. So... I would rather have those, so I'm going to do one of each crit. We hopefully have enough of these by the point of that coming along. So, to do these, we need to go to Mordor. So that's our plan. I think if I go Minas Tirith, we should be fine, but I also think it's easier just for us to go to Bree. Annoyingly... actually, it's probably quicker for us to go South Bree from here. 1 silver, yeah. And it's that quick. Yeah, definitely it was quicker to do that. Yeah, because South Bree's much better than West Bree. I will be honest, if I could change, you know, what was it? If I could change the guide to skill to be to South Bree, I wished I could do that. Because West Bree is a bit of a pain. So we can actually go back there. It's expensive, but at least we can get back there without a swift travel. Or with a skill. So, I want to go to... Where is it? The Mag-Ashtu. Mag-Ashtu. Where we need to go. Because, yeah, we're going to try and get some stuff going today. Now, we're going to do a little bit of investigating. I have stuff that I need to... Oh, I can't bring that up on stream. I've just realized. Can I change my name on that? Oops. I was going to bring up something, but it's got, like, personal details. Like, stuff I don't want to have on here. How can I make it not show my full name? I could sign out. Office user info. Google, I don't want to... Okay, fine. Do you know what? We'll do it on... Can we go on Google Sheets? That might be a better way of doing it. Let's try a new spreadsheet. Or I could just do it on the side. Basically, my plan was I wanted to take a Google spreadsheet and I wanted to calculate how much of stuff we need. Because for those that don't know, we're crafting. To do regular proficiency and mastery is this times 3. So, for example, let's bring up calculator. Oh, my third monitor is like not actually being used right now. So, for example, to do this, we need 840. Why does it do that? I need to turn that off. My stream is going bad, apparently. Times 3, 2,520 is how much we need in order to get Ironfold Mastery. Now, each one of these things, like each, one of these gives us 8 experience. So for every 2 tattered parchment, we in theory get 16 experience. So divide that by 16, and then times it by 2. We need 315 of our crafty thingy. Does that make sense? I don't want to go Agonite. I want to go Undone Foothold and start from there, because we also want to be looking for, assuming I can clear up my inventory a little bit as well, we also want to be looking out for the small rusty chest things. But we get 16 experience per 2 of these in theory, and then we get 1 back. There's a calculation you could probably do to be like, and then for every 2 of these you get another 8 experience, so you actually don't need that many. I can't be bothered to work that out, I'll be completely honest. Ironfold candles are also a thing. They're the crit items. They earn us 6 experience each. So for each one of those, we then need to take away from the thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just roam around Mordor on my regular Steed of the Ash Plain. So we fit in. And I'm going to just try and find some of these items and also look for these. And while we do that, I'm going to try... Do I have Excel on my stream PC? I might. It didn't always used to be a stream PC. It used to be my old old computer. So, I do not have Excel on here. That's fine. Yeah, I just think it'll be interesting if we can go through here. Are we getting audio from here? Let's see. I'm going to mute the music quickly. And just see. Oh, we're not getting audio. Why is that the case? Do I not have it going to the right place? Oh, I do. Technical issues. Let's find out. Let's put the music back on at least. My problem with this is I'm using like a wireless keyboard / mouse combination, so it makes everything a little bit more difficult when I'm doing this. But I guess we can sort of do some walking around whilst we're actually here, because we can at least make some progress. I just want to know why this isn't capturing audio. Unless... Am I getting it now? It's not a massive deal if we haven't got, like, microphone audio. But I'd like it. If we could have it. Where's that one location? It was here, I think. Was where we went last time. And I just want to keep an eye on, obviously, track artifacts. I'm trying to do 2 things at once at the minute, and then I've got 2 things to do at the same time afterwards. Why is it not getting it? It's the confusing thing. Oh, I know why. There we are. I was fiddling with stuff before the stream started, and I thought I put everything back in place, and I was incorrect in my assumption. So, we should now have audio back. At least that's what my computer's telling me. I have it set, like... I have it awkward, because I like to make things more complicated for myself than I mean to, and this is what I get for making things complicated. But it's all sorted now. We're looking for Gorgraf artifact chests. Yeah, normally I'd look on the wiki, because the wiki, as I've said before, at least for the lower levels of crafting proficiencies, tells you you need this many to make this many to make this many. I don't think it really accounts for you just having processing options, which is a little bit weird. I could technically just do potions and obviously buy the Riddermark glass vials and just do it that way. It's less experience, but I also get like something out of it. It's kind of something I'm gonna have to probably work out what I want to do with it. Like, do I want to do it that way or do I want to do it this way? I could ask, or sort of calculate both. Because when we come up here, we're gonna grab the chests. I think this is the location I'm on about. We're gonna grab some chests that are up here and wait for them to respawn and stuff. Hopefully get a decent chunk of stuff. Because they all should go in our carry-all, because we should have the space for it. So 16 Athelian things, Soldiers Packs, which is part of a quest, so I'm not really worried about it. Soldiers Pack again. Yeah, we only want the rusty small chests. And there should be, like, a couple. But we're going to get, like, stuff. So, for example, with both of those, we've got 16 Athelian crops and a rich Athelian soil, which makes me think there's, like, specific bundles that you get. And then it gives you a random thing from there, because we just got 3 of the same one in a row, and it's not very useful for us. I mean, kinda have Athelian crops now, but it's not really useful for me. But yeah, I think what we'll do is we're gonna do a little bit of calculation while we wait for this. So, what's something we can make? Because like, the point as well is we can sell it, right? Could you work it out, though, as for every 3 you get 16 experience? Right? So, 840... Should bring this over. 840 experience. So, 840 times 3. Right? That's how much experience we need. And then for every... So we need to do... So E2 divided by 16. Oh, my key's breaking again. Divided by 16 because we have that, right? So then times that by 2. No, we should only need 158 then, right? Is that not how that works? 158 of these. And again, I don't know why. Where's MSI Afterburner? Let's just exit out of that. Is that not then how much it is? Because we're also getting 1 back. So I think, other than factoring in these, I want to open my old Excel. I had a template for this, I think. No, I didn't. I never saved it. Oops. Yeah, so I think we also need to factor in these. Right? So we do like 2520 and then equal sum of E2 minus, I don't know, like G2, right? And then G2 is sum of G4 times 6. How much experience we get there. So we have currently 20 of those, which gives us 120 experience, which then means we need 2,400 experience to go, which means we only need 150 of them. It's very crude the way we've done it, and I wouldn't suggest doing it that way, but it gets the result we need. So it tells me, you know, if I've got... I just realized this is Doomfold, isn't it? I don't want Doomfold, I want Ironfold. Where do I get Ironfold from? Doomfold. Sealed wax. It's not Minas Morgul stuff, so I don't know where. Dale artifacts. Okay. So where are Dale artifacts? Because I'm apparently dumb and thought it was somewhere else. Erin Laskelin. That's... Yeah, that is Dale Lands. So... Guide to... Where's our best guide to skill? At least we worked out, like, where we need to go, right? Just didn't do it in the right way. Let's go halt this then. So at least we can maybe do some stuff there. Yeah, I was working out the complete wrong thing. I was reading Gorgoroth as Ironfold for some reason. Yeah, not how that was supposed to go, was it? Oops. The point is still the same. We only need 150 of these, so we're a tenth of the way. Plus, if we get any of the sealed waxes, that also works. I don't think... We'll have to have a look once we get to, like... Can I go to, like, Dale or Lake Town or... Where do we want to go? Erebor? Is Erebor going to be relatively close? Let's go Erebor. I'm not really too fussed about the money, but we can have a look at stuff like... Well, I don't think there's many here. It's just purely from the parchments, but like previous levels have it where you process up, right? So you go... Okay, maybe from like Westernet. You research, so you go from like these, which are your items, craft up to those, and then craft up to those. So each one of these was like worth, you know, each like tome of war campaigns is worth like 50 experience total, including crafting in between. So unfortunately, it looks like that isn't the case when it comes to these. It's just purely using the Ironfold tattered parchments. But that just means that we don't have any more weird complications with it. We'll also get enough for those, hopefully, so we'll have to overextend ourselves to get more of them. We could make a load of those if we wanted to, but I want to get, obviously, max crafting on it. And I think all these are either worth less or not worth it. This is probably the closest useful thing. So we'll definitely like try and make some of them, I think. I think it will be really nice for us to be almost like not necessarily self-sufficient, but like more sufficient. So where? Yeah, so Felagoth is here. So if I go this way, this should be the tier place for that. So we're just going to go grab some stuff. I've just realized also we need to change the stream title then. Let's go do that. How do I do this? How do I do it? Ironfold. Let's just say Ironfold. Ironfold. Cool. That was easy. I haven't been here in a little while. Yeah, stuff's still not attacking us, which is good. That's exactly what we want. We want to be that guy that doesn't come back. No player? What do you mean? Should be able to hear me. Let's just check I can hear myself. I can hear myself. I didn't mean to do that. I really didn't. Oh, I meant even less to do that. I would have rather been dismounted. Though to be fair, if I got dismounted, I would also probably have been damaged as well. So, right. These are Doomfold. We don't want Doomfold, we want Ironfold, right? That's why I'm not really a huge fan of, like, Scholar stuff. Like, Scholar's alright for the stuff you can make, I think. But gaining the materials seems quite frustrating sometimes because, like, these are Doomfold. That's fine, we know that. But, like, I can go go across my path, like, as I normally would. And I can for sure guarantee I'm going to see some skarn or some branches, whatever. But I'm not going to see a scholar deposit unless I generally hit a populated area. If Lake Town isn't laggy, I might go to, like, into Felagoth. Or I might just look up Ironfold scholar nodes. See, Ironfold is tier 12, right? Oh, yeah. So why, when I looked it up, did it say it was tier 11? Dale artifacts are tier 11 Doomfold scholar resources. Yeah. We don't want that. Ironfold. Okay, cool. Somehow I just was like completely... Oh, I know how that happened. I searched the wrong thing and it led me down a weird rabbit hole of... Yeah, see? Right. Question. Erebor Skarn. Doomfold. Right. So, is Hultvis technically a better place for it? That is my question. And I want to see where an Ironfold node generally is. There are no cook or farmer resource nodes. Yeah, okay, cool. So I'm going to go find a stable master. Daramarks, one needs to run 20 reclaiming at the Grey Big, or the Grey Quest and a single Daramark. Okay, that's not what we're fussed about. I honestly just want... yeah. That stuff. There is a stable master here, right? There isn't. Alright. Alright, we're going back to Hultvis. Doing it. So you can get a crafter's cache, which you can get from doing quests, it seems. So that's useless to us. Not because it's quest related, but because I'm sure we have to do a lot of work to get to those. I don't want to do that if we're not going to get really any benefits out of it XP wise. And then if I go to... This is a little... Is it this? No, Tolsender's there. This area. Or is it here? Sharky Slough. There. That is... That is a location where we know there are enemies. These guys are level 120, so they shouldn't aggro us, which is what we're looking for. So, whatever is tier 13, whatever that is, I don't know. Oh, Minas Ithil. We probably won't do Minas Ithil. I know a good place for Minas Ithil stuff, but we're going to get attacked. Because we can just go Minas Morgul and just go between those like 3 caches. It makes me wish that I paid attention more when I was going through this area, because I need to make note and be like, right, well, there's caches there. We want to use those caches later. But I think I just assumed after a while that I was not going to be leveling up Scholar for a while. This map is completely black. Why is that? Probably because the water's like that. They can also be found in adventurous steel-bound loot boxes. Good to know, but not worth money for it. Yeah. So I think all we're going to do is we're going to keep up the little spreadsheet we made. And yeah, it looked a lot nicer. When I wonder if Memories of the Great Alliance has places for it. That would be interesting. Right. You, Ironfold. Right. It's what we're after. But this is my point. Like, if I was a forester or a prospector, it's easy because you just go to a place that has those resources. Like, you just go to that region and you're guaranteed. Whereas with me, I have to currently, as a scholar, go around to, like, ruins. And when you don't really have ruins about, then it's sometimes a bit more difficult. I'm only hoping that there's stuff here. Really. Because, I mean, I'll just have to wait until it sees veils. Like, this has definitely got potential. But it's, I don't know, getting in here or going to a ruin area or... I mean, you can get it from defeating humanoids, from what I understand. So, let's have a look, shall we? Pretty sure. It doesn't say on the wiki, but 99% of the time, that is the case. How do you get in here? Oh, yeah. But I'm guessing it's not a thing. If it was a thing, it would show up on our map by now. Where to find? There's a thing. Is it updated to the right tier? No, it's Westfold. They got anything? Adorned, lavish. So they've got up to Anorian, but nothing further. Where is the best place for it? There was a let's go back to Holbus. Wasn't there a thing? There was a ruin somewhere. Somewhere. Right? What's opposite of here? If this doesn't work, we'll go kill some enemies. If not, I might just work out how to buy it. Like, this is Westamnet all over again for me. Because, oh, I need to technically disable my leveling on that bow. I don't really want to, but for the sake of the series, I technically have to. I don't think there'll be anything over here. Actually, maybe there's ruins. That's generally what we're after. And it's good if it is, because at least we're close to a spawn point. Well, not spawn point, but a travel point. So that hopefully helps. Okay, there's a Roric Scholar. But I feel like I saw... Like, I feel like we had to come up here once. Right? Definitely have track artifacts on. There's some, like, goblins here. Or orcs. Well, there are enemies around here for sure. Right? Yeah. Because I went in there and I didn't mean to. Old elven thingy. There's seriously none? Wow. Okay. Right, let's try and kill some of these guys. And see not only how we fare with them, because we struggled last time we were around this area. And they're still only 9 levels below. But we'll see how we do against them, because if we can only get it through killing, that's going to take a while. And if it's only available through the nodes, then that's also a thing. So I got Ironfold sealed wax, at least. But this is quite a lot of effort. And I think they can drop... Can they drop any other crafting stuff? Dwarrow Gleams, see? They can drop stuff as well. In here, I think it's an instance, right? Oh. Ooh, maybe. This might be a good place for it. If they can't attack me... I am taking damage, though. I'm hoping that I am regenning more than I'm taking. I think they do that thing where you, every time you go over their sort of area of effect, they damage you. So that's why when we go through like a big thing, you're constantly going in and out. But our regen's pretty good. How? What is how? I'll kill this one because we get a decompletion. Why not? But I also want to see if they drop anything. They're not humanoids, so I'm guessing they wouldn't. And none of these doors are usable. I'm a little confuzzled. Is there like anything? Or do we have to do that quest or something? Is that how that works? I don't know. Either way, it's a dud. Let's get out of here and have a look at like Ironfold dollar items. How to get. Yeah, Ironfold artifact chest. Find an arid mithrin and withered heath and the iron hills. Stand back, stone wall outside Thicky Grundu of especially high concentrations. So where is that? And how do we get there? Okay. And that as well. My only concern is that is very, very close to like our level, and I have a feeling that we're gonna struggle if we go there. But I mean, I don't think we have a choice. Arid in the Withered Heights and Iron Hills, so maybe they can't be found in like the Vales of Anduin, which would be a little weird to me. But
what do you need?
That's the case. Then that's what we're dealing with. And then I think on average it's normally about 2 per one, so we need to do like 150 chests. Though we now have picked up another Ironfold candle, so taking this lovely thing and then switching that to 21 will mean we need, you know, a quarter less or something than what we needed. Where were we going? Where were we going? Scarhold? Scarhold. Scarhold. So it's not as amazing as it previously was, but also those then are our crit items. I do have 3, I think, of the universal ones that guarantee a crit, but if I could rather just use like the 35% ones. Is it 35, 20? Yeah, you get 25% from that and add 35% with one of those. That's what it is. But obviously you can't critting an item. Like, you can't crit making the crit secondary, because that would be very weird. Is there any closer thing? Rushgate? Like, it's here and here, right? So what's like the closest? So it's right near like Gundabad. So would it like have? Would have we been quicker? Going, doing a lot of traveling, but like, we travel to there. Is that not closer? I'm spending a lot of money and not getting a lot out of it for the minute. But does that not make sense? Makes sense to me. I can talk to you. I can go there, right? That is quicker. Because although it's, I think, looks further away, there's less winding roads. Yeah, so that makes some sense. And then if we dismount, Yeah, we're right here. Cool. And then we just go there and up through. Right? Because, yeah, it looks weirder, but then we got to go, like, down, out there, across there, up through there, blah, 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 blah. But we've now got level 130 enemies that are attacking us. So we've got to be careful. Alright. Edible indigo leaf. Not very useful. And yes, we don't have this region currently. So as soon as this guy stops aggroing us, let's stay on the path. Almost makes me think we should have then got the Stable Master, but not swift traveled and got on the regular travel over to Scarhold, right? And then just not been attacked, gone through there, been better. So we just need to keep an eye on the map now. Hopefully stay as close to the path as possible. And then I think we're all good. Because there should be some just generally around, but it said there was a higher concentration. So this is the rush gate, of which we can travel over. Good. But as I said, wherever it is, this area and this area is supposed to have high concentration. So if we stick there, and if there's not many enemies, which I'm not sure, because I've never been there. Oh, there's actually stuff here. But were they the right tier? If there is a lot of enemies, we'll just stick around here, I think. So, Ironfold. Haha, see, this is something I should have been paying attention to before. So we get 2. I don't know what the, like, higher tier one is. Is it like, because like, normally you can get like heavy ones. Oh, see, we only got 1 from that. That's a bit of a pain. And I don't know how to get to these areas. Just run up. Why not? And we're either being very unlucky or it's just only wanting to give us 1 and 2 was the lucky case. Because it's not great. Really? I've just done that to myself? Hey, it's a little ramp. Nice. Hey, that made up for it. 3. So, if you carry 1 of them over to there, we've only been unlucky once. So I think 2's probably the average. We were just quite unlucky with 2 of them. And then 3's, like, nicer. Because I don't think, yeah, that wasn't like a higher tier 1. It doesn't look like, if there is even higher tier 1s. I'm not sure if they've made that not a thing anymore. Since they've clearly changed, like, how high. I don't know if it does it with any of the others, but I know, like, for example, you can always, with Prospector and stuff, do, like, processing. Okay, these guys are low enough levels. Only seems that once we cross the rush gate, it gets to 130. But they're low enough levels that they're not attacking us. But I don't know if they've just changed with Scholar. Like, they've not made it higher tier, but they've also added the processing in and stuff. I'm not sure how it works. Because, yeah, Prospector and, like, Woodworker and stuff like that, you can always been able to do processing. But Scholar hasn't always had that. Which is why I've always been so behind on Scholar, I think. Do I get dismounted if I use these? Like, I know I get dismounted off a War Steed, but I think a regular steed is alright. We'll check. If not, it's probably not worth getting on our War Steed because it takes longer. Hey! So we can just stay on this, and there is damn a high concentration of these. The wiki wasn't wrong. So hopefully this shouldn't take all that long. We're getting 2s from all these. Obviously it's still like 150, but if they respawn semi-frequently, then I think we're all good. The only thing we're going to have to work out the first round is getting to everywhere. So we now know there's a staircase here. is good. Oh, we are going to need a study, though. I was like, oh, once we get to 100 and whatever, because we should also be able to get the waxes from this as well. But once we get to like 150 or whatever it was, I was like, we should just... where was this one? Down here? Okay. But once we get to like, yeah, 150 or whatever I said it was, 149.625, we should head back and just see if my math works out. Because if it doesn't work out, I know for next time. If it does work out, then I can at least say to myself, right, I know this works this way, so for the future, we can also do that. We're also going to learn whether or not... whether or not my whole plan works, or whether or not there are enemies up here. If there are enemies, that's something we need to look at. There are, but looking if we're lucky, minusing that out of the equation, they are low level. So, unless they level up here enough to a point of like 5 levels or something, we should be fine. And that then means I can come through here, grab all the artifact chests, go back, the ones that are over here should be respawned, and then we just do a loop, constantly over and over again. And then, oh, so you can get heavy ones. And also a wooden chest, apparently. Five. Okay, nice. And you do get dismounted chests. It was worth getting though, because we can get Ironfold, sealed wax, and parchments, which is nice. We're at 50. We're actually getting up quite quick, I think. There's one over here. Okay, this isn't as bad as I thought it would be. Like, I was just looking in the wrong places. And, obviously, not having done too much... Like, in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, well, they'll be in ruins, but let's just go, you know, to this region, and that should work. I had the region wrong first, but also, like, I was thinking that, you know, this area would have that stuff. It doesn't. We get a lot of heavy ones, though, which is good. 5. A Dwaragleam Shard! That is my first one. Wow, okay. That is useful. We can use that to make an Emberweather craft. Now, you need 10 before it's, like, of any use. But the fact we got 1, that's good. That's a good start. So, I'm going to go up here. I was going to say, assuming there aren't any up here, which it looks like there are a few. I was thinking there's a... I was thinking that it's like an instance when you get in here. I think it's an interior location. So I was like, oh, they probably don't have any more. But we'll get this one. Get these few, actually. Maybe get lucky with a few more Dragon Shots. They are rare, so I'm not expecting more. Like, I forget they even exist because they're that rare for me. I don't know if they're rare for everybody else, but like, that's my first one. I've never had one before. This is my first one. It's not even in my inventory, it's in my carry-all. But yeah, I'm quite happy about that. So we can make Emberweather crafts. 10 of those should then... It is quite a lot of tattered Ironfold parchments, but hopefully we get a decent chunk of them. Only 6 XP though. If we can come down here, like, you know, if you do this like an hour a day, you could probably get some, like, quite a few. Is my understanding, or my at least hope. Why'd you have to be up there? Get this chest. I'm glad you don't get, like, experience. I know you get, like, experience normally for picking up these nodes and stuff. But I'm glad you don't get, like, experience towards here with it, because otherwise I would have, you know, that would be blocked right now. And I don't really want that. I know it doesn't work like that, but I always, like, look at it and go, oh no, I'm blocking my experience. That's bad. Why do that? Why make life painful for yourself? That's the question I ask myself many times. Right, we should probably get rid of this deed though. Yeah, I completely and utterly take back what I said before. Because, yeah. And we were on 83. Make sure we don't accidentally make one of those, because it's not going to be worth the money or the cost. Right, I think we're done now. Now we just need to, I was going to say, hopefully work out a way of getting back without injuring ourselves. Didn't quite work out that time. It looks like stuff's respawning even in between our uses for our things. That wasn't interrupted, was it? That wasn't. Good. But even as we come through, more are respawning, which is good. So we can constantly back and forth have what we need. And then, yeah, once we get to, well, let's double check actually. So we're going to our spreadsheet. I can get rid of all these tabs now, which is good. So we currently have 28 of those. So we need 147. Now, I think that still works out even with the like divide by 3 thing. Or using 3 per 1. If it doesn't, if like my understanding and my calculating of that is wrong, it's fine. Like, I don't mind coming back here. It's not that bad a trip. Especially now that we know sort of the quicker way of going about it. Hey, another Dwaragleam shard. Well, I will say, I probably have never seen one because I never go to these areas. Like, this is my only character that has Ironfold on here, for example. I have an Ironfold jeweler, but he's not going around, you know. There's not any jeweler nodes. It's all from other stuff, isn't it? Like from the prospector nodes. So that will be... Wow, what am I being attacked by? What did I just get hit by? Cold Drake. Maybe it was just an AoE type attack. Because it's not aggroed me. Interesting. Either way, we have 2 of those now. So maybe it was just, again, the fact that I was told that you can get it from Ironfold crops. And I tried doing that, and it didn't work. That's why I was kind of under the impression that they are rare. I think they are still rare. Like, that is obviously the point of them. Plus like the cooldown on the quest giving in. It's like once a week or something. So it's not like... You can do it on multiple characters, obviously. Like, these aren't bound to character, they're bound to account. So, let's say I had 20, I could give them in on 2 characters in a week. And then get, what, 2,000? So, there is at least that going for us. We'll go up the stairs first. And then we'll go down the stairs, and then by the time our legs repair, because we'll probably jump down there knowing us, we'll all be good. So 101 I have. Another Dwaragleam shard. Great, I'm loving it. I was under the impression that these were like super duper rare. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not like guaranteed, but we've got 3 already. I'm gonna stop talking about it now because I'm just going on about too much. That was not very clever. I don't know why I did that. I don't know if it's better to jump off. Like, if you jump off a thing, do you take more or less? I would assume more, but I feel like sometimes I can maybe make the gap and then hit something that's higher up, and therefore take less of the falling injury damage. But also I don't know, because sometimes I've fallen off like a massive cliff and it's counted like 6 seconds. And then sometimes I've like tripped on a pebble and I've got 60 seconds. So sometimes it's not the most consistent thing. Should we go out here or should we go back up? I'm going to go out here, since I was already making my way in that direction. And yeah. Nice. I'm liking it. Not long to go. I don't have the swift travel to Scarhold. I kind of wish I did. Like, I've got the Stable Master, but not the Guide to skill. I feel like that would be most useful. It would also be useful if there was like a Stable Master at like Rushgate or something. That would be nice. Just because it is a little bit but I think what I could do what I said I was going to do, where I go here and then get the Stable Master from here up, but we start off like here, I think. It's quicker for us to just do that. And if we go on our War Steed, it's also quicker. But we won't get attacked if we use the regular Stable Master. But we're only going to get attacked for a small portion where there's level 180 enemies. Everywhere else is 118 or 119 like here. So I'm not sure. Not too sure. Okay. Lucky from the chests. I think we got a Dwarglim shard from the chest at one point, didn't we? Or were they all from the artifacts? I'm not sure. On 32 of them now, so 146 is what it's gone to. So it's actually 145.5, but obviously you can't get half of something, so... That's why I should probably round up for it, but... So Superior Doomfold. Okay, so they're not as good as the crafted ones. But that is Doomfold, not Ironfold, so that'll probably be why. And that's the superior ones, which I accidentally didn't make any of. They cost exactly the same as the regular ones, yet I decided, in my infinite wisdom, to do that. Ooh, we are currently on 20 out of 100. Should be fine. We'll need to make sure that we repair that for sure. Heavy one, you're going to give us luck. We're going to give us some Ironfold stuff. Yay. I don't know why I said Ironfold stuff. I meant to say Dwarglim stuff. Like that. See? That's what I wanted. Superior Doomfold AC Assassins. I always forget they're like... They look really bad, but it's because you obviously have a lot less power. So it's as effective. But it's because, like, I have 6,000 power, for example. It's not really that huge a deal. So we're on 4 now. Halfway there to getting enough Emberworthy crafts. Or you could sell them. I don't know what the auction halls... I kind of wish you could like have an online auction hall sort of thing. Like if I could go on a website and just like... It would be equivalent to the lot. Like you select your server you're on. And then you could go like check on different servers with different characters and stuff. About what people are selling. But you could like... Yeah, see what people are selling. I think it would be interesting. And it would stop me having to, like, go back somewhere. Like, I'm in the middle of nowhere currently. Oh, I've got to go back to Bree to check on the Stable Master. Oh, to check on the auction hall, rather. It just feels like it would save me a lot of time. I'm not going to go for that one that's, like, out there. I don't think it's not really that worth going for, since we are, I think, actually got more than we need. I want to get to 150 just to make sure. But we're on 100 and... Well, in fact, we've got 37. We actually only need 143. So I'm going to go for this last one down here. No, up there. I want an even number at least. I don't like having odd numbers of stuff, because it kind of messes with what I want. But if this goes smoothly, then maybe we'll go and do, like, the Minas Morgul one. Because we can go to Minas Morgul relatively easy. And we can also do... How many do we get? Hey, that was worth going for. So we've got 148 now, which is fine. And we have a Dwarglim shard. We also got another piece of Ironfold thingy, so 38. Which means, technically, 143.25. So really, we want one more of these, probably. If I had 39... No, okay. Either way, we got another Dwarglim shard, so that's actually 5. So we got a little bit more extra on top. Let us go to... I'm gonna go Galtrev. Go Galtrev. Galtrev's a nice little hub area. It's less laggy than Bree as well. And it's quicker to get to the study because, well, it's closer, quite frankly. And let's find a supplier quickly just to repair our stuff because that's important. That's fine. Yeah, so we're not gonna. So are you who I want to talk to you? Craft for moats. Okay, they're worthy crafts. So I'm guessing if I go like Doomfold, could I get like, I don't know, worthy crafts? Whereas with this, it's ember worthy crafts. So they are different. Okay, back here. Scholar is here. We probably have just done that. So, 144, which means we want to 72 because we started at 148. Right? So we're gonna 72 of them is 144. Right? And then I'm going to do these, and then I'm going to do all the Ironfold candles so I don't lose track of... So I guess it's just -2. Right? If I had 148, and I need 144. The -2 crafts. And do the hunter candles first. Because we also probably want to... If there's a chance with these... Use this first to get the proficiency up. We can at least get proficiency completed. We can do mastery stuff, which means we can then crit, which means when returning our Ironfold Historian notes back, or the, to the tattered Ironfold parchments, there's a chance to crit it and get 2 back. So it's like we haven't done it. So technically, my calculations may potentially be wrong, because of the way we're doing this. Or at least I might not know that they're wrong if they are wrong, because there's a chance we can crit back. So I guess actually... No, actually, so when I do all of these -2, so 65 more, then I should get 72 of these, and then trade back 72. Whether or not I have more than that at the end doesn't matter. So the way we're doing it now makes sense. And if we can get more back, why not? If there's a chance of getting more back, I'd rather that. If I could. Because why not? I have a thing, don't I, that crafts speeds up this? Or is that on my other character? Rate of craft acceleration. Increases earned crafting experience by 50% for 10 minutes. That's not what I want. I'm after. I have a potion, which I am now saying. Oh, no, it's a rapid crafting. Dramatically accelerates crafting time. Let's have a look. Let's do that. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Glad I have this. Then 65 of these, right? Okay. How do I get more of these? I won. Because it's like 2 a second. So we won't use another one after the fact. We'll just get through however many of these we can. I think I'm wrong, you know? Yeah, I think I'm wrong. It doesn't matter. As long as we got, like, we can always trade back and forth, and it's just going to be quicker. And again, with the chance of critting like that, is good. Now, I want to see rapid crafting. Rapid. $300. Okay. How did I get those then? Where did I get that from? Okay, so I lied. I'm going to use another one, but that's because I thought I'd have more time. That's just going to speed up everything. Like, if I was doing it in my own time, I wouldn't probably care as much, but like, damn. On stream? Why not? Beautiful sounds of critting. I love it. Yeah, so my math was wrong. I think I worked it out technically correctly, as in, like, I could probably have gotten the 2 completions right. So 840. Okay, no, I wouldn't have actually. Either way. It means I have to go get a few more. What on earth is this? Map to... Okay. Not that long left. Okay, I'm not going to use the third one. Or will I? No, I'm just going to stick to what I've got. I just want to know how many crafts I'm going to have to do. 1680 minus 1056. Whatever my thing is, there. So it's on my third monitor, but my third monitor is currently being used by my stream PC, so I can't see it. So we need... Oh, 6... Okay, that's 160. No, plus... what? 1680 minus 1088 divided by 8. 74. I'd say we can do it. I'm pretty confident. Whether or not we'll have enough to do, like, the bows or the books and stuff. But even if we can't, we have these, the universal ingredient packs. And then I can use these and get 100%. So they'll be, like, account only, but they could be bound to character and technically would be fine. I might even do that, like, on the episode. And just be like, yeah, I've got this. Cool. In fact, what I'm going to do... Am I doing these now? I'm doing these now. I'm going to use the Ironfold candles quickly. Just to try and get most out of it. Because the more I can crit, the more I can get out of it. And then, yeah, just using the ingredient packs will be fine for me, I think. As long as we can guarantee it's going to be critting. And guarantee it's going to be... yeah, critted, and we'll have the stuff for it. I mean, they only require 2 anyway, so it's not going to be that much of an effort just to go back there, pick up a few, or even go to Rushgate. There were 3-4 nodes over at Rushgate. Why not? And then now we've got Minas Ithil. So really, this is like what we want. These are what I was looking at originally, the Wind Rider ones. Minus 12% bow skill power cost. That's nice. But, like, the plus power isn't great. Plus 2k power. Whereas with this, at least we get Great Link reduces threat during ranged combat. I'm not sure how that helps us too much. And then, obviously, 9k morale, basically, is pretty nice. So, let's have a look at how threat works. So, a threat known as aggro is a value that describes how dangerous you are to a creature or mob. Attacking a mob will generate threat, as will healing an ally who has been attacked by a mob. Twice the value of healing up to full morale 1 time over healing. Tanks want to generate lots of threat to prevent mobs from attacking other characters that might not be able to survive the attack. Non-tank classes want to reduce the amount of threat they generate as they damage the mobs and heal their allies. So if we were in, like, you know, a party with a champion tanking or something, then that's good for us because, you know, we generate less threat or less aggro, which means, you know, it's going to be the tank that generates more, so the tank's going to get, like, attacked. It's a double-edged sword for us because we have a lot of times where we have a, you know, for example, in the episode coming out on Monday, we have to help one of the dwarves with attacking some enemies, and we wanted to pull away enemies from them. But by doing that, we're then going to, like, by reducing our threat, that we're not going to do that, they're going to potentially die. So we'll have to see how it goes. We can get both, obviously. And then, worst case scenario. I mean, we're going to crit it, so we're even going to get more. Like, this is what we'll have to get now. But 5,282, 5,500. Not great. Not, like, too much more. But, for example, Hunter Books, move everything else off. Not fast to look. This one, sorry. We can't actually see it, actually. That's the point. Can we look at Minas Ithil crafting? Nope. Let's have a look at Scholar. And then go to tier 13, Scholar items, and then we go. So, critted, we get 9,110 max morale. And for this one, we get still 12% bow power cost. I thought the power cost might decrease. But, yeah, we haven't really had much problem with power. So, I'm not really sure. Are we there yet? We're nearly there. Okay. Is there anything else, though, that we have these? Good. The potions, which is what we actually want to invest a lot into, actually. So even if it becomes, instead of processing for a little less experience, how many of these can we make? I'm willing to do it. 2 less experience. So for every 3 of them. No, for every 3 of them, we'd need to make like 1 extra. So for every 3 of this craft, we'd have to make 4 of these, right? Is that how that works in my head? So we'd also see, so 630 times 3. So it's 1,980, right? Is that right? So how is it less? This was 840, wasn't it? They're all 840. Why is this 630? All right, fine. I'm not going to question it. 1,890. So D2 divided by 6, right? So we need 315. Times that by 2, we need 630 tattered Minas Ithil parchments in order to properly do that. Are we there yet? Nearly. 1 more to go, and then we'll just finish up the rest. And then we don't have leftovers, basically. Cool. So do we have... We have enough that I don't have to do it with the universal ingredient packs, which is good to know. So that'll be next episode, for sure. I'm not going to worry about Emberworthy crafts. Ithilian shard. We could do essences here, can't we? We have Dwyer Gleam shards and universal solvents. Not really, I don't think, too useful to us, but something at least. And then obviously these give 8. So technically we can make a bunch of these if we wanted to go quicker. Like, by 8 goes from 315 to 240. That's quite a jump, actually. But then we get, like, potions. Like 150, 167 potions or something. 168. Right? Of these max tier potions. That sounds pretty alright to me. Let's browse the shop. I'm going to get rid of a few things. I'm not too fussed about heritage runes. That one I'm keeping though. And I don't know where that takes me, so I'm going to keep it. But just do that. Clear some space. But yeah, that's good to know. Right, let's try. Let's go Estelad Lan. And let's just try the idea of Minas Ithil stuff. Don't know if it'll work, but worth having a look. So, you're going to take us to Miss Morgul. And yeah, we go from there. So that doesn't take us in. We know that for a fact. So what I want to do, we've got a title awarded to us. Cool. We're going to run through and go to that door with the instance to save ourselves. And then hopefully we don't die. Ooh. Right. The only annoying thing about this is the two trolls at the entrance. Quite honestly. If we can just run straight past them. I did manage when I was trying this out before, because I accidentally forgot that these were Minas Ithil rather than the other ones. See, there's so many around. I did manage to get rid of them, but I think what we need to do is go into here, right? And now just reset them. Which is exactly what we want. And then we go out. And then we're safe. So we can still attack these guys. We're actually kind of like, these guys are 124, so they're just attacking us, I think, pretty much. Which isn't great, but we've obviously got no experience gain. We are getting reputation with them, but it's not a huge deal for me. Please, thank you. We also want to see as well examination Ithil candles. So the Minas Ithil sealed wax is a thing. So we also can get those, which will fix some of our problems. And because it's the same experience, we don't really have to do another calculation. We just have to total uses of the potions. Actually, the potions we won't be able to see because we need these, otherwise it will say we can't craft any. I'm going to keep an eye on these because they have the same. So this and this needs to total 315, which is a lot, don't get me wrong, but I think it's doable. And then that way I have no excuse to not pick up stuff. But I don't know if that then will count as me getting distracted all the time by these random items. So we'll have to see how it goes. I'll only pick them up if I need to. The thing is, once I've done this, I'm going to be at the max tier anyway. So is it really going to matter? Probably not, but it's worth doing it for the potential of Ithilon shards, probably. And yeah. I just wish we could walk through here without being attacked. Oh, I need to cancel that quest. Because we do not want that quest. We can also get, obviously, the chests, wherever they are. Yeah, wherever they are. Is this person also collecting stuff? Possibly. I don't think if we go any further, they actually drop. So we want to stick around here. And maybe hope that this person isn't going to take all my stuff. If they do, we won't worry about it too much. We can always come back at a later time. I don't know, is it now worth us just going around back and forth on this small area? Get the chests, obviously, because they can give us more like useful stuff. Like we can get more Mordor snag. And parchments, obviously branches. We can get the sealed wax. So we'll also just try and probably kill these guys since we're not actually getting experience for it. So it doesn't actually affect it. The worst we're getting is reputation, which isn't going to be a huge difference. 8 rep from each of these. And we get some legendary weapons, some task items, which I don't know if I want to keep. Like, if I get task items, I could easily give those in. But then they've been obtained outside of the series. So I'm not sure if it, like, would be, like, almost cheating. You know? It's a weird one. And they're not respawning, which is a tiny bit worrying. Because we know there were 2 enemies here before. Oh, but the second enemy hasn't spawned. I'm looking at the other side. I don't want to go through that middle area, like the camp area. That's my only thing. We'll do one more loop. If there's nothing, then we'll just assume we need to wait a lot longer and then maybe do this at a different time. At least we're getting stuff though. I mean, it's sealed wax and Illithon, crack lances. Not amazing as I said, but I mean, you get enough of them, they've turned into decent money. I think as well the chests are a good thing, obviously, for this. I get as many of them as possible. Hey, something spawned. I don't know if this person's taking it, though. Alright. What are we at? How slow are we going up? We were at 25 earlier. So, I'm now wondering, if I kill you, so don't aggro the other one, run through, how many on the next tier have, how many thingies are there on the next tier? See, I've got to aggro some going up, so why not? So it looks like that doesn't have anything spawning down here on the lower tier. But there seems to be a couple up here, at least 3. And we saw a few on the other bit as well. The problem is getting to them though. Like, it's all well and good seeing they're there, but making sure we're able to get there. It's a different thing entirely. So, I didn't mean to do that, but I have to kill you anyway. So, you actually have less morale, I think, than the orcs as well. So, and I think, no, you're a humanoid, but you're okay. You can still drop them. I was gonna say, I don't know if because he's technically an undead, if they would drop. Wow, there are a lot actually up here, and a heavy one as well. That's what we're after. Maybe we can get an Illithon shard as well today. That would be good. Nope, but we can get 5 of them. There's some cargle. Oh, is it? Am I gonna have that horrible noise happen to me? There's that horrible noise at the very top. I'm good. High grade Illithon Scan, Hunter's Bow of the 3rd Age, and Thornholt Branches. Oh, there's quite a few over there. But there's also a lot of enemies. So we gotta be careful. Is it worth it? Probably not. It's a lot of enemies just for a few of those. And I feel like we could just sort of run back. Where are all these enemies? They're down there. Yeah, I feel like we could just, go back down here. Where they seem to have potentially respawned. / spawned in the first place. They are apparently in the middle of the sky. I'm going to go on my war steed. We'll have a look by the entrance. And then I think we'll maybe go see the auction hall, see if people are selling them. I feel like there's like this horseshoe sort of with prices where the middle stuff doesn't really sell for much. But then like the first tier stuff and the second, like the last tier stuff will always sell for a lot. So I remember like making a new character and going, oh, I really can't be bothered with bronze or copper or whatever to make bronze. Let me just buy that. And you just can't. Hello, people. How are you? One of you just teleported. Bye. And then just leave. Instance, right? How do I get out? I should be able to leave instance. Because we're in an instance. How am I not allowed out? Whoa, what? Made a small gold guide. Where am I? Okay. And then I should be out of Minus Mogul, right? Way. Not quite how I wanted to do it, but it works. Why not? I'm going to reforge my bow while I'm here. Reforge. Oh, it's not even my bow, it's my Warsteed armor. My Warsteed. I think if we can just go for like armor and agility on that, that's what I want. Let's go Asaladlan. I could have probably swift traveled there, but yeah, it's fine. 147 silver though. It's quite a lot when you look at it. I'm sure there's a better place to pick up the Minas Ithil stuff as well. Slash, we're probably still at that tier, so we can probably still pick it up just by doing our regular quests. There are also guildy people. Scholars Guild. Barter's item. So you can get these things for these things, and I think those are like weekly things. I don't know. So these are all like low tier stuff. Is there any? I want tier 11. Not tier. I don't want dyes for like really early tiers. Yeah, tier 9. Like I can make stuff, Lawmaster, and Minstrel. Not really what I'm after. No offense. I'm sorry. But yeah, we can do a few things now. So we got obviously 46 of them, and then 36 of them. So we're not gonna do it now. I'd rather do it all in one fell swoop because then we can just use those like crafty thingies that boost it. But we'll do that, and then obviously we can convert back. So it's not like a 1-to-1, obviously. But we also want to use it for the these really. Like this would get us to do it quicker, but this is more like we gain a lot more out of this, really, because we can do that, combine it with these being crafted to then make 3, so then we can have a load and then not struggle for a very long time, because we've had some issues with morale before, obviously. Is there anything that I want to get rid of? This, and I'll get rid of that as well. And then we're going to sell some stuff off.
We will defy the enemy and take back these
cool.
lands.
So I think what I'm going to do is we'll probably end off because I got what I wanted to get done. And then next episode we'll be able to focus on like having, crafting these books up for the episode and be like, hey, we can use these, get 100%, get these both critted and stuff, and we can have the ability to swap for those, which will be good. I mean, even if it's just a 5k boost in our morale, I'm always up for that. 130k nearly. Why not? And then obviously at 130, we'll get the newer one. We'll also put on all this armor, and we'll hopefully have like 150k morale probably. Like just from some of the vitality boosts again. That's not that great, but like I don't know. That's 120. So I don't know. This that's 1,000 vitality. That's like 3,000, 4,000 morale or something. So yeah, definitely think it's possible. That's another 600, and then that's another 500. It's definitely possible for us to get to like 150k, especially if we're getting like 10k from the 130 stuff plus armor stuff. And this also puts us up to 133 already. So we're losing 10k just from that. But I think we will end off for the day. A bit of a shorter one, but I also didn't expect to be streaming today because I was just told not to show up to work today because it's clearly too quiet. But I'm going to just try and get some stuff done, some of the old VOD stuff and some behind the scenes stuff for the channel. But that's going to be it for now, and I'll see you in the next one, which might be tomorrow, might be Monday. I'm not 100% on that currently, but as I said before, just keep an eye on like Twitter, follow the channel if you want to know as well, and also I'll post a video up when I do that. But as I said, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next stream or video or whatever you look at next. So bye bye.